Hey guys, welcome back to the Beehive Buzz where the videos are unpredictable and the lighting stinks. If you're interested in seeing what I've gotten from my latest haul and what my plans are for this fall and winter, then stay tuned. And you might want to grab a cup of coffee. This is going to be in caffeinated mode. Okay, so it's been over 2 months since my last video, and suffice it to say that life has been busy. I fully intended on making this video last night, and when I got home from shopping after work, I was tired, but I was like, okay, I need to get a video out. It's Friday. What a better way to do it than on Friday, right? And which reminds me to thank Jen from Today in Jen's Sewing Room for the Friday Sews hashtag. Great community. You can talk about life, about sewing, what you're up to, what your plans are. It's just a lot of fun and very inspiring to watch other creators. And there's also some helpful hints on patterns and things that people are doing. So it's great. If you go check it out, I'm sure you'll learn something or at least have a nice little sit down and enjoy your time. So the haul to which I refer to is actually a haul that has gone over, I don't know, probably about 3 months. So I did not get this all in one shot. This has been hit or miss. And by the way, if you hear the washing machine in the background, forgive me. Finding a quiet time in this house is pretty difficult, which reminds me I didn't finish my story from last night. So we got home from shopping and put all the groceries away, and I had stopped at Joann's and I'd gotten a couple things that I was gonna show you. And when we got home, it was just loud. It's fine because I like it when the children are getting along. I say children, they're all older, the ones that live at home. My youngest is about to turn 15, so the three that are at home, they were playing a video game on the Wii, and it was just raucous. So we're not quiet people when we're playing games, and there was no way. And then my husband was talking on the phone with his mom in the room behind me, and it was just, there was no way I could have done this video last night, but that's okay. So this morning, I've gotten stuff organized. First thing I'm going to do is show you the patterns that I've collected over the last couple months. Some of these I have plans for, some of them I don't, some of them I'm just letting brew in the old brain here. So we've got this one. Isn't that pretty? I didn't like these type of sleeves for a long time. I just thought, well, what is the point of that? But I'm really starting to kind of like them, so I think I might probably make something with them. And this is a nice, simple, quick dress for maybe next summer, spring. And I just like this one. Easy wear, easy make. Hey, that's my life. I love the lines on this shirt. And another easy make dress. Now, all the dresses, there's a reason why I got interested in dresses all of a sudden. I really like the look of this one, but with no sleeves, but the shorter length. Where I'm short, sometimes the maxi length just doesn't do me any favors. So the next one. I am terrified to try pants, but I'm determined to do it too, because pants are fussy fitting, and my figure is just, thank you to babies and a C-section has made my body type a little harder to fit with pants. But I love this with the diagonals. Isn't that classy looking? I just love that. And another easy dress, but easy to dress up with fun fabric. And another fun tunic-y type blouse. And you guys, I'm sure, have seen these in the store. If not, probably bought some yourself. One of these days I'm going to make myself a cute pajama set. Don't ask when one of these days is. Another easy. You can tell there was a McCall sale. If I sit back a little bit, there we go. This is a circa 1963 knockoff. Love it. Love it. And I love pleated pants. Yes, 80s girl here. Love the pleated pants. They do the best thing for my figure rather than a flat front. They're pleated. It looks much nicer on me. So I'm going to try that. And this is a fairly new buy. I just got this, I think, last weekend. I just think it's beautiful. I love all these little pin tucks. This will take a while to make. I haven't picked out the fabric yet. This is going to definitely be a project where I can't be in a hurry. And love this. Doesn't that look comfy, cozy? And then this one, I know, it's almost the same thing. But I was picturing this one with the kangaroo pocket in that luxe fleece fabric that is just so soft. And here's another bathrobe tie. I'm trying to figure out if there's a way to make it so it zips down the front instead of, you know, that'll take some pattern drafting, I'm sure. I like them to zip rather than tie. I don't like the tie. I prefer the zip, which I've not really been able to find pattern for, not that I've been searching for it. So those are the new patterns that I've gotten over the last few months. I know it seems excessive, but when the patterns are $1.99, even if I only use them once, it's worth it. Or if I just use them as a template to make something else, it's worth it. All right. So I don't see any problem with that. I mean, I've made, whoops, didn't mean to hit you there. Okay. So also I have some projects here that are coming up. I gotta find somewhere to put all this stuff. The very first thing on my list is this mess back here. What this is are the K pants from Love Notions. I think it's Love Notions. I made one pair and I wasn't crazy about the way they fit. So I went after, did another pair. And I'm almost done with them. I want to see how they fit. I know the legs are going to be too long because I'm short and I didn't adjust it when I cut out the pattern. But if I don't like the way they fit around my waist and tummy, I'm not even going to bother. I'll just do a quick hem at wherever they are, and then I'll put them in Goodwill and somebody who's taller can deal with it. The ones that I did before were just too tight. And also, I'm using a woven fabric, which you're supposed to be able to use, but I think I'm expecting the woven fabric to act like a knit fabric, which, you know, I know better than that. So we'll see. I also had enough of this fabric to make a skirt as well. So if the pants fail, I'll just use the skirt. I have a whole outfit planned. It's ridiculous. And then when I get that done, I'll show you guys. So, but what's coming up is this. Flannel. So what am I making with this? Well, this is where we're going to get into our life stuff. We have a new grandbaby arriving in November. Yes, it's October. I haven't even started this quilt yet. This is on the list to start today. I'm just doing a simple 9 patch with these. And then this is going to be like the sashing around the 9 patch. Okay. This is the backing. This is a small baby quilt. It's not going to take long to do. I'll quilt it and have it done probably no problem. Some other life stuff that has been happening is that all summer as you know, we like to go camping. So we've been camping a lot, and we had to fit in a surprise trip Labor Day weekend right before classes started. I had teacher and service week. We left Friday after I was done with work, and then we came back Monday, and it was just lovely. It was just my husband and I. It was our little getaway because we're both super busy this fall, and it was just really nice. We're really enjoying our camper. This is our second season with the camper, and it's an old camper, but everything works. It's comfortable. We really like the layout. We're loving it. On the downside, the vehicle that we used to haul the camper, we knew was not going to pass inspection this January. So we've been casually looking for another vehicle to replace it. After we helped our daughter buy her vehicle, which was a lot of back and forth, to Scranton, which is about 3 hours from us. That took time. Her fiance lives out there. Yes, I said fiance. We have a wedding next summer. Another one. If you remember, we just had one. So anyway, it's all the dress patterns are supposed to be spurring creativity in me to deal with that. So I'll get back to her in a second. Anyway, long story short, we've been looking at vehicles and SUVs right now. We can't afford to buy another new vehicle this year. We bought our new small vehicle. It's no, I don't know why I put in there. It's tiny. It's a Subaru Impreza. We bought that in the spring, which is fine. It's been awesome. It's a great little car. It gets fantastic mileage, but we need a big vehicle, and we don't want to pay 80 grand for a big vehicle. There's just no way. So long story short, we found this Titan a couple of hours from us, and we went and test drove it last weekend, and we ended up buying it. So we now have a new truck. It's gorgeous. It's nice. It's going to handle the camper no problem. It is 12 years old, so there are some cosmetic issues for sure that we're working on, but mechanically it's sound. If that, it's definitely going to be a great vehicle for in the snow, in our hills. So we're very excited about this truck. It's huge. It's bigger than the SUV. I feel like I'm not sure where it ends and begins, and so I'm still getting used to the size. My husband has no problem. He backs it up into the driveway. We're on a hill, so he backs up, and then we have this tiny little cement pad where we park right before our garage, and he can get that thing on there backwards. I try it frontwards, and the butt end of the truck is still hanging off the cement pad, and I have no depth perception. Okay, so anyway, we've been busy with life stuff. We've been starting wedding stuff. My daughter's a planner, so working with her to plan this wedding is super easy. Like, we have our venue. We know what we're doing for food. We know where they're getting married. My husband's officiating the marriage, which is sweet. They're getting married on a beach up at Presque Isle in Erie, which is going to be gorgeous and hot in July. And we are hoping to be able to get a camping spot with our camper for that week, so that we can just stay there. We'll go up a couple days before the wedding, and then we will stay and chill after the wedding and relax. So we're still working out the logistics on that. We can't actually make the reservations until the first of the year, so we're like marking it on our calendar on December 31st. Make reservations tomorrow, So we'll see. If we can't get it, then we'll just get a hotel room for a couple days and deal with stuff that way. No big deal. What else is going on? So school started. I'm back at work. It's busy, busy, busy. If you want to know what it's like to work in a small Christian school when there's only 3 teachers, I'll tell you this. I teach 11 classes a day. Minimum. I also do choir with junior and senior high school. So it's busy. It's constant. There's a lot of mental gymnastics going on, which is good. I would prefer it that way than being bored. But it does make me come home and just want to crash and burn because my brain is just like, I can't take anymore. So the sewing has been going slowly. That's why I pick out pretty easy patterns, especially when I'm working. And if you guys haven't heard from me in a while, I'm just brain dead when I get home and I really can't string any kind of sentence together. So baby quilt is coming up. We have something else coming up too. This shirt I am dying to make. Look at this right here. I love this in the little. So I try to get some accurate measurements on me so I can figure out because it's a little more form-fitting through here. I want to make sure it's not too form-fitting where I'm feeling self-conscious, but enough so that I don't lose these awesome lines right there. And this fabric is hopefully what I'm going to be using for that before it's out of season. It's fall, but I think I could get away with it at Christmas time too, because there's enough of this fun stuff in here. I don't know. I kind of like it. It's pretty. So that's going to be after the baby quilt, I think. Something else I want to make for work is this jumper right here. And I basically got that fabric from Joann's. I mean, it's really not a big thrill, but it'll match. It's just like a little houndstooth. I think it's very classy looking. I'm worried about it being a little too hot. Lining. Because I run warm, and the classroom that I spend most of my time in these days is on the second floor. Heat rises, so it can get a little stuffy up there, especially when we were getting like 80, 82, 83 2 weeks ago here in Pennsylvania. It was crazy. Also what I'm making is, we usually have, a dress up day at school for Halloween. We don't really celebrate Halloween per se, but we do like to let the kids dress up, just something fun to do. So this stuff is dance material. Maybe if I hold it this way, you'll get a better. Yes, I'm going to wear a mermaid skirt with a black t-shirt. And I have this beautiful medallion necklace to wear that will kind of pull some of the bluey out of this. Kind of holographic, isn't it? So that's going to be a quick and easy project as well. I'm sorry, I keep going out of. Another thing I have on my brain for this winter is this dress right here. Probably not going to make the belt. I have a belt that's going to match the fabric I'm about to show you that will look really nice. I think it'll look nicer than anything I can make. And I'm going to do this style collar, long sleeves. It's not difficult. I mean, look at the lines on this. It's not rocket science at all. It does have, I think those, hang on a second. Yeah, it's got like the lines here in the back, but the front is pretty, it looks like that's a fitting line, but I don't think it is, or a dart fitting line. Good grief. I think it's just pulled in. I'll find out when I do the pattern, but I like it when they have the darts for fitting. No, that's definitely just a fold from the fabric, which is fine. So this is some double brushed cotton knit. It's really soft. It's very heavy, but look at these colors. Aren't those beautiful? I have a belt that's pretty close to that brown color that will just tie everything together. I even have the buttons for the cuffs and the zipper. And I got Eloflex thread, but now that I have my serger, I don't actually need that. I'll just probably serge it. So, oh, did I tell you about my serger? You can't see it, sitting over there. I did make a skirt with it. Finally figured out how to get the threading correct. I had it when, they pull out of the box and like, already threaded and ready to go. Liars. Nope. So in transit from factory to store, it probably just popped off this and that, but I found an awesome video online and that helped. Okay, we are at almost 18 minutes. I need to move this along. So the next thing I want to make for this fall and winter, I'm getting all these out of order, so bear with, is this little number. And I want to, let's see, where's the back? There it is. It is attached with the, I don't know if you can see it. There's a button right there. One button. Buttonholes. I am so out of practice. I used to do tons of buttonholes when my girls were little. I haven't done a buttonhole in so long. I hope I remember how. I'm going to have to definitely practice that before I get to it. But thankfully, there's only one. So this is what I got. This is some of that Luxe fleece that I was talking about. It was on sale last night at Joann's. The only thing is it's unidirectional. So that's going to be kind of fun to deal with. I hope I don't mess this up. I'm going to have to be careful. I got a little bit extra yardage so that I would have some play with that. Okay, last night I also got this pattern. Now, it does have this back, which I'm not going to do. I'm just going to do a regular back on it. I'll just draft out the pattern so that it's a regular back and it's just a zipper down. No big deal. But I want to keep the pattern like that because I'm actually thinking about using this for pattern for making my dress for the wedding. And this is ultra boring for work again. I work in a school, remember. This is just some suiting, okay? And I'm making the sleeveless version. Well, I don't think there's a choice. They're both sleeveless. I'm making the sleeveless version. Aren't I clever? And then this was on the clearance rack. Look at this. Isn't this it's like a knit, but it's like all the, like the crinkle fabric, like those tiny little, what do you call that? Plissé? I don't know what that is. Okay, so that's going to be the shirt underneath, and then I have 1,000 other things I can wear both of those pieces with, so it's going to work into my wardrobe really well. Okay, I've got 2 pieces of fabric left. I promise you, I'm almost, oh, nope, I lie. I got 3 left. So the holidays are coming up. I had bought this a while ago. It's semi-stretch crushed velvet. Not real velvet. No way. I was going to make something for Thanksgiving because I thought we were going to be in Pennsylvania where it's cold. However, ends up we're going to Florida to visit family over Thanksgiving. So this is going to have to wait for another year. It's beautiful. It's nice and soft. So next year, I'll probably make it for that. In the meantime, I'm going to put this in my stash and seriously consider what in the world I'm going to do with this. This is much of the same. It's like a luxe, fleecy, super soft. I almost just want to make a blanket with it. But I'm going to make something for Christmas with this because we will be around for Christmas. And again, I'm a little worried about how hot I might be in this, but we'll see. Okay. For my other grandchild for Christmas, I am making a jumper, and I think I already showed this to you. It's going to look like that, and I'm using this flannel. Isn't that pretty? And I have a little shirt already for her to wear under it, and that will be fun. I even have the zipper and everything ready to go. So there's a lot going on life-wise and sewing-wise, and it is busy at the Beehive. You can see here I'm still working on the block of the month with the Quilting Guild online, which I haven't participated much in lately. The last meeting I was not feeling well that day. I had like a migraine headache, and I had just gone to bed early. So, yeah. So that's what's happening around the Beehive Buzz. It is always fun. It's always an adventure. And today I was planning on doing a lot of sewing, but I ended up actually ripping apart the sewing area and reorganizing. I have a lot of leftover projects from summer and spring and even some from last summer, and I know I'm not going to get to them in the near future, so I have rotated them out, and I'm going to rotate the current projects in, and as those go, I will restock some of the stuff for next spring and summer so I can hopefully get a head start on it. Behind you, what you can't see are at least 2 more projects, quilts that I need to quilt. It was when I finished them and sandwiched them and basted them, it was hot, and I had no interest in quilting while it was hot. And then I just haven't gotten to it. So I've got a patriotic one that I want to get done, and I've got a fall one that I really want to get done to use for this year. So there's a lot that I need to just concentrate on. The quilting, once I get going on it, that's something easy I can do after work. I can get in Zen mode, and that won't bother me to do that. I'm not doing anything fancy with the quilting on those, obviously. There are throw quilts for the living room. Coming up for us also is we've closed our pool, and we're going to be working on closing up our camper for the winter. Get it all bedded down before snow flies and the temperatures get too cold. We are seeing a downswing in our temperatures for the next 10 days. So we're going to be approaching that freezing point probably within the month. So we need to get the camper, all the hoses and things drained. And I need to package up all the stuff in the cupboards and the bedding and whatnot so that mice don't have a field day with it because they always find a way in for some reason. Not a whole lot, but we usually do pretty good. Okay. Hope you all have a great day. I hope you have a wonderful sewing day if you're sewing today. If not, then I hope whatever you're doing, you will find joy in it. One of my favorite sayings, and I say this to my students all the time, is that gratitude unlocks the fullness of life.